Hi, this is Will with Tiny Chroma, and I've posted some pictures online recently of the current project that I'm working on, which is the new Adeptus Pteraxii. And I've gotten a lot of comments and questions about how I've done this, so I decided to make just a short video to hopefully answer any questions. To start off with, I went down to the local sports fishing, hunting kind of store and picked up this mosquito head net. About $4, so not too expensive. And then I cut a piece out of it. That's what I've been using. As you can see, it's got sort of a hexagonal shape, and that has worked out really nicely for this project so far. So firstly, what I did is to spray black primer through the airbrush, and then I gave it a couple of good coats of lead belcher. So we've got this nice sort of gunmetal tone underneath. So basically the gist of it is I take this piece and try and line it up, because those hexagons aren't like completely sided the same there. The tops and bottoms are a little bit longer, so I've been trying to orient the stencil so that it kind of fits with each direction. So it's not perfect, but lay that on there like so. And then got some Abaddon black here in the airbrush. I'm just going to very lightly spray, just a very light coat, and then use just air to kind of dry that real quick. And then a little bit more paint, give it a second coat. And then again, just air. I'm gonna dry that off pretty quickly. Now when I go to take this off, just sort of peel it away very gently so that I don't smudge anything that might still be wet. And there we go. Before I move on, I'll hit it with some air again just to make sure it's good and dry. And then on to the next section. So make sure that my hexagons are oriented the way that I want them. And there's not really any trick here to getting this to stay in place. Just kind of holding it, letting the slack rest on the table so that doesn't move, and just holding it very, very still. Sometimes they kind of get hooked on the tips of the wings here. These little bits sticking out, the net will get caught there. Also, the air from the airbrush helps push it down, so that helps a little bit too. So, got it all lined up again, and again, just a light coat. And then let off the paint and just blow air to dry it off. And then back on the paint to give it a second coat. And more air. And be careful where it's snagged, right there. Yeah, that one came out a little bit dark, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not going for a golden demon here, just a cool tabletop effect. And there we go.